Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Let's Be Designs. On this tutorials, I'm going to teach you how to make one beautiful off-shoulder raffle dress. If you are new here, don't forget to hit the like button after watching. Comment in the comment section. Kindly subscribe and press the notification bell to notify you anytime I upload any video. And then share to friends as well. Stay connected as we get started. Okay, these are the materials I'll be needing for my ruffle dress: a ruler, tape measure, scissors, my net, my zip, my material, 2 yards of organza, and then tailor's chalk. Okay, let's get started. Also, the measurement I'll be needing for my dress is bust measurement 33, waist 27, hip 37, shoulder to waist 16, around arm 11, dress length 38, around shoulder 38, around shoulder, that means all around the shoulder I have 38 inches. Good. Okay, so bust measurement is 33 inches. 33 divided by 4 will give me 8 1/4. 8 1/4 plus 4 inches. 2 inches for my dart allowance and then 2 inches for my sewing allowance, making 12.25. Okay, so these are 12.25. Okay, so from the shoulder to the chest line, I'm deducting 7 inches. Okay, so I'll be starting from 7 inches downwards to the waist line. The waist is, shoulder to waist is 16 inches plus 1.5 inch allowance, half inch at the chest and then 1 inch at the waist, making 17.5. I'll mark same 17.5 here. I'll connect the 2 points with my ruler. Okay, so I'll be cutting 4 of this size. 4 of this size. 2 for front and then 2 for back. Okay, so these are 4 pieces after cutting out. 2 front and then 2 back. Okay, so now I'm going to work on 1 front and then 1 back. Okay, so shoulder to nipple 10.5 because of 1 inch, half inch allowance at the chest. I'll be having 11 inches. And then shoulder to under bust 15 inches. And then shoulder to waist, this is it. Same thing here. Shoulder to nipple 11, and then shoulder to under bust 15. I'll then connect the 2 points. Okay, so my nipple to nipple, the person's nipple to nipple is 7 inches. 7 inches, so 3.5 inch. Then we indicate our 2 inches allowance. 2 inches that, sorry. Same thing at the under bust as well. This is it. This is our waistline, 2 inches that. Our under bust line, 2 inches that. But on our bust point, our bust point is going to be 4.5. this way. So we are therefore transferring this dart to the chest as well. So 3.5 here, 1 inch, and then 1 inch. Okay, so this is what we'll be having. We are then going to connect this point to this point. Then we come to this point, and then to this point as well. Yes, so we are going to connect this point also to this point. Now you come to this point and then downwards to the wrist point. Okay, so this is what you'll be having for the front. For the back, I'll not be placing any dart at the back because the fabric stretches. So this is all I'll be having for the front. I'll be cutting out the same. Okay, so this is what we'll be having after cutting out the dart for the main part of the fabric and then the lining pieces as well. At this stage, you are going to join them together. You then open the front this way. You put this one on it. You stitch from downwards to the chest, and then same thing here, downwards to the chest. This is for the main part. You are going to apply the same thing on the lining pieces as well. Okay, so this is it after joining the two together. We are now going to work on one front and then one back. Okay, so at this point, we are going to shape our armhole. So I'll be using a cross back, 13 inches, and then 0.5 as my seam allowance, making 14 inches. Now come down 4.5. Then I'll curve my armhole this way. Afterwards, I'll cut out. Great. So this is it after cutting out the armhole. We are then about to shape it. But before that, we are dividing the front into two. What we applied for the main fabric, we are going to apply the same thing on the lining as well. Yes, so before shaping, we'll be dividing the front into two. Make sure the dart seams matches. So after dividing, we are then going to shape our front and then shape the back neckline. Okay, so I made this place in a sweetheart form, and then I sloped the back too as well. I wanted the back to go down a bit. I will then cut out. Good. So this is what you'll be having after shaping the front neckline and then front chest and then the back as well. You then apply the same thing on the lining pieces as well. Okay, so at this point, we are going to cut our net for inserting in the middle of the top. So this is what I cut out, something small. I will then fold it into two to make it thick. Okay, so I'll be placing it I'll place it on top of one front this way. Then I'll bring one lining to cover it. I'll make sure I'll leave about half an inch at the top side for stitching. So I'll bring one lining. Make sure the majority of the net goes out and then few comes inside. So this is it. You go ahead and then stitch half an inch from this end upwards and then to the armhole side. You are going to apply this at the other side as well. Okay, so after sewing half an inch from the down part to the armhole joint, this is what you'll be having. You will then open it to the right side. Yes, so you'll be having something like this with the rest of the net outside. You will then apply the same thing. Okay, you're placing this on it this way. You make sure the interval of the net will be half an inch. You leave your half inch at the top area for stitching. You then place this on it this way. Then go ahead and stitch from the down part half an inch all the way to the armhole joint. Yes, so this is it after sewing half an inch all round. You then open it to the right side. So after opening, this is what you'll be having. So at this point, you could see both the lining and then the fabric pieces are of the same thing. That's knitting it very nicely. You then go ahead and work on the back side as well. So we are working on the back side. You'll be placing each together this way, the right side facing each other. You go ahead and then sew half an inch at the back side this way, half an inch all round. Okay, so after joining the back neckline and then joining the armhole as well, we then turn it to the right side. We joined the armhole for the front also. This is it. So you join it at the wrong side and afterwards turn it to the right side. Okay, we are about to shape it according to our measurements. We then indicated our zip allowance at the back, that's 2 inches. Great. So bust 33 divided by 2. Bust 33. Okay, because we used a princess dart and then the bust is poking, we are going to subtract 3 inches out of it. But because this fabric is a stretchy fabric, I'm subtracting 4 inches rather instead of 3 inches. But if the fabric you're using is not a stretchy fabric, subtract 3 inches out of it. So bust 33 minus 3 inches will give me 30. The minus 1 inch, so 33 minus 4 inches will give me 29. Okay, so 29 divided by 2 will give me 14.5. This is 4 inches, so 2 inches here and then 2 inches here. Okay, so at the waist is 27. 27 divided by 2 will give me 13.5. Four inches, okay, 2 inches and then 2 inches here too. Okay, Okay, so this is what we'll be having after shaping. You will then go ahead and then stitch on the lines marked. Afterwards, our top is ready. You will then go ahead and cut the down parts and then join it together. Yes, so we're about to cut the down part to join to the top part as well. Okay, so dress length is 38 inches. 38 minus 16 inches. The 16 inches is our shoulder to waist measurement. So 38 minus 16 inches will give me 22 inches. And then out of the 22 inches, because there is a ruffle, there are ruffles at the hem of the dress, I'll be taking away 10 inches out of it. So the 10 inches is going to serve me as a space for my ruffle. So 22 minus 10 inches will give me 12 inches. Okay, so I'll be cutting out 12 inches for the front and then 12 inches for the back. So 12 inches long, 12 inches plus 1.5 as my seam allowance, so 13.5. Yes, and then 13.5 too. Yeah, so okay, so this is where my 13.5 ends. Okay, so when we come to the hip measurement is 38 inches divided by 4 will give me 9.5 plus 1.5 inch allowance, making 11 inches. So I'll be moving away 11 inches. Okay, so this is my 11 inches and then 13 inches, 13.5, sorry. Okay, so I'll connect the 2 points with my ruler and then cut 2 of that. But for the back, I'll be placing 1.5 inches allowance. Okay, so after cutting out the front, you then cut the back as well, leaving 1.5 inches as a zip allowance. Okay, so we'll be pinning our zip allowance with pins and then go ahead and shape it according to our measurements. Okay, so you'll be placing right sides of each together this way and then shape it according to our measurement. So we're about to shape it. Waist measurement is 27 inches. 27 divided by 2 will give me 13.5. So these are 13.5, 8.5, so 4 1/4, 4 1/4. Yes, so from waist to hip, 8.5 inches, 8.5 inches. Okay, hip measurement 38 divided by 2 will give me 19 inches. So 19 ends here, 3.5, so 1 1/4, no, 1 3/4, 1 3/4 ends here, 1 3/4 ends here. Okay, and for the hem area, for the hem I'll be using 36 inches to give more space so that you can throw your legs. 36 inches. Oh, okay, so 36 divided by 2 will give me 18 inches. $4.5, so 2 1/4. Yes, 2¼ you are then going to join the points with a ruler, then cut the excess part off. Okay, please, when it comes to the waist area, I would like to shape it a bit, so it will be in a form of a bit curvy this way. Okay, and then when it comes to the hip area, I'll curve that side too, then I'll curve here too, so that it doesn't give you that pointed look. Okay, so we'll be cutting out the excess part. Okay, so this is what we'll be having after trimming of the excess part. You then go ahead and then stitch on the lines marked and then join it to our top. Okay, so this is all right. So after joining the down to the top, this is what we'll be having. You then go ahead and then cut our sleeves. Okay, around around shoulder, all around the shoulder is 38 inches. So let's measure the front first. Okay, so this is 13 inches, 13.5. Yes, 13.5 by 2, because if the front is 13.5, the back is also 13.5 as well. So 13.5 by 2 will give me 27 inches. 27, so 38 minus 27 inches will give me 11 inches. Okay, so 11 inches divided by 2 will give me 5.5. Okay, so 5.5 plus 2 inches will give me 7.5. So let's make it 8 inches rather. So 8 inches for one. Please, it won't fold. And then 8 inches for the other side as well. Okay, so the wideness is going to be 3.5, and then ½ inch as a seam allowance. Okay, you then go ahead and then stitch at the wrong side, ½ inch, and then turn it to the right side. Same thing for the other hand as well. Okay, so after stitching ½ inch on the sleeves and then turning it to the right side, you then go ahead and then attach it to the top armhole this way, pin it, and then same thing here. Afterwards, you measure and see whether you get 38 inches. Okay, so we add, because it's a stretchy fabric, we are only left with quarter for it to be 38 inches, but it's nothing. It's a stretchy fabric, so it will fit the person. Okay, so this is all for the video. You then go ahead and then top stitch on the sleeves so that it doesn't remove. The reason why I didn't insert the sleeves into the armhole is because if in case it's tight for the person can alterate it so easily. Just unpick the seams and then adjust it, alterate it, yeah. And then when it's too big for the person will just take off the seam or the stitches and then alterate it. This is all for the video. This is the part 1 of the video. The next part is going to be the making of the ruffles to be attached to the hem area. At this point, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, kindly do so. Press the notification bell to notify you anytime I upload any video. And if you're done watching the video, don't forget to hit the like button and comment in the comment section. Afterwards, you share to friends as well. See you all in our next video. Bye.